First on CBS This Morning, a glimpse at the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex ever to have roamed the Earth. This massive creature named Scotty weighed an estimated 20,000 pounds. That's about 8,000 pounds more than the average T-Rex. It will soon go on display at the Royal Saskatchewan Museum in Canada. Jamie Yuccas got the first look. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning. Drum roll, please. It's time for the big reveal. Meet Scotty. It was found in 1991, but won't go on full display until later this week. Now, researchers don't know. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? The reason for the name Scotty is because the only spirit they had on hand at the time of the discovery was Scotch.
It's the biggest, baddest dinosaur known to man. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. Around 67 million years ago, they roamed the Earth, and a little more recently on the big screen. Then there's Scotty, the largest of them all, who was found here in the Frenchman River Valley in Canada, the mecca of dinosaur stomping grounds.
Scotty was found in this valley of the Badlands back in the early 1990s. It took almost a decade to pull it all out of the ground, and it wasn't until recently that scientists realized just how big it was.
It's never like what you see depicted in Jurassic Park, right, where you're out there in the Badlands and you're just brushing the dust, the sand off of a wonderfully complete, 100% there articulated skeleton.
Scott Persons was at the original dig site and led the team reconstructing Scotty. He says its bones reveal Scotty had a tough ride back in Mesozoic times.
Scotty lived a hard-knock life. It's got evidence of a broken jaw, of an impacted tooth. It's got a section of its tail where the vertebrae seem to have been compressed, possibly from the bite of another tyrannosaur. These are all injuries not from a single moment in Scotty's life, but from a continued life of a lot of lumps.
The thigh bone of Scotty is here.
Tim Takarik was there too. He showed us some of Scotty's actual bones in the T-Rex Discovery Center.
So this is just one backbone.
Yeah.
Can I hold it?
You can just, you'll notice
Oh my
there's a
goodness.
weight to it.
There is definitely a weight to it.
Just how much did it weigh? Paleontologists believe Scotty weighed nearly 20,000 pounds, or about as much as 6.5 Volkswagen Beetles.
So Scotty was the size of a school bus.
Or a city bus.
Scotty is such a behemoth, it edged out Sue, the famous T-Rex at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, who is 40 feet long and weighed more than 18,000 pounds.
As our material was being prepared, I knew it was something big.
Wes Long spent more than 10 years pulling Scotty from the ground and helped reconstruct the carnivorous king.
When you saw those bones being uncovered, what went through your mind?
You're in awe of what you're uncovering. Like you'd be zipping away with your air hammer and all of a sudden a piece of rock would fly off and there's like a beautiful tooth there. And it's just like, wow, this thing, it's huge, like massive.
Scientists found they had about 65% of the skeleton intact, including the skull, the lower jaw, vertebrae from the neck, back, and tail, and parts of the hips, leg, and shoulder. All of the parts that make up this astonishing sight, people from all over the world are coming to see.
Why do people love the T-Rex so much?
Well, it's just had that long history, even in pop culture, as like being the big bad dinosaur, and it's just one that people can really identify with, and it's just been a popular dinosaur like throughout history.
Friday is the day the public will be able to come in here and see it. Scotty, by the way, has other claims to fame as well. For instance, it likely reached its 30th birthday, making it the longest living T-Rex in history. Norah?
Wow, Jamie Yuccas in Canada. That's terrific.
I'm fascinated by Scott Persons, his name is also Scott, who led the dig. I'm thinking he likes Indiana Jones.
I know, with the hat, and
he's really
right
into his job. I like it.
He's right out of Central Casting.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, I like that shot of Jamie there next to the T-Rex because you got a sense of how really big it was. You really need a backyard for that kind.
Yeah, Jamie does do the display.
Jamie, I still don't understand. I'm sure you said it, why you don't know if it's a boy or girl.
So they can't actually look at the DNA of it. Genetically, they can't figure out the pelvis size is what they actually look at. They think it might be a girl, but they can't say for sure. So they have to still do more research. That's why these types of finds are such a big deal.
All right,
thank
Scotty.
you, Jamie.
All right, Jamie, thank you.